Shanti, Nithyananda, Nithyananda, Atmalaya Kanti, Nithyananda, 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 Nithyanandeshwara, Nithyananda, 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 Nithyaneshwara, Nithyananda. Harigara Shagara, Nithyananda, Amata
Nithyanandam Paramasukaram Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadrisham Tadvamastyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami.
You are muted. You are muted. Can't hear.
Nithyanandam, I welcome all the viewers to Kailasa's Om Award ceremony on the auspicious occasion of Nithyanandotsavam, which is the grand celebration, the sacred observance commemorating the 49th avatar Dinotsavam, the divine birth anniversary of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, BHAGAVAN Nithyananda Paramashivam. And on January 10th for America and for January 11 for Asia, Kailasa celebrates the 49th Nithyanandotsavam, marking the moment the avatar manifested on this planet Earth for the enlightenment and the superconscious awakening of all humanity. 49 years ago, Swamiji Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam descended upon this planet for a singular cosmic purpose, which is to revive the sacred science of enlightenment and reawaken humanity to its highest potential. Born during the holy Tamil month of Margazhi on the most auspicious lunar day, when Chitrā nakshatra shines beneath the Kanya constellation, the Nija Avatara of Paramashiva manifested in the spiritual cubicle of Tiruvannamalai, which is one of Hinduism's Sanatana Hindu Dharma's most powerful and revered energy centers. And today, through the revival of Kailasa, the united ancient indigenous enlightened Hindu civilizational nations, Swamiji continues to shower his divine grace upon billions across the world. Devotees and seekers everywhere unite this year to celebrate the 49th avatar Dinotsavam of the Swamiji's divine advent, honoring his Leela, his sacred happening on planet Earth. So Nithyanandotsavam is a magnificent 28-day Brahmotsavam celebrated across all Kailasas across the globe, and it commemorates the divine descent of Swamiji and the enlightened teachings of Swamiji. It is observed, we've been observing Nithyanandotsavam from December 30 and through the January 26th, and the celebration reaches its spiritual pinnacle on Jayanti day, which is today. And more than just a festival, Nithyanandotsavam is a living embodiment. Nithyanandotsavam is a living embodiment of Sanatana Dharma's enlightenment sciences, offering devotees a profound and condensed experience of all the Brahmotsavams of Kailasa through powerful rituals, sacred splendor, and deep devotion. And so this celebration honors the Purnavathara, where Paramashiva himself manifests, whose compassionate descent enables every seeker to personally experience the science of enlightenment right at their home and awaken to the truth of being a cherished inheritor of the cosmos. So now let us pause a moment to witness the extraordinary life, divine life, and the global mission of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, through a video capturing his unparalleled contributions to humanity and the revival of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Yes, now that we have witnessed, what we have witnessed is a deeply moving glimpse into the life of Swamiji, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. And now let us, without further ado, let us learn about the history of Kailasa. What is Kailasa as a Hindu nation? And let us learn about the juridical statehood of Kailasa, understanding how Kailasa firmly stands rooted and recognized within international law, within the framework of international law as a sovereign nation.
Ancient enlightened Hindu civilization consisted of 10,000 Hindu traditions, or sampradayas, that existed in 56 Hindu nations, 200 Hindu kingdoms, 1,700 Hindu provinces that covered more than 6 million kilometers square of Asia. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, SPH, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of Kailasa, this ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. Kailasa is an unbroken cultural, religious, historical, civilizational, and sovereign continuation and revival of multiple of these historical Hindu sovereign states and Hindu ecclesiastical entities. The unbroken continuity of these ancient Hindu nations through Kailasa results in the legal recognition of Kailasa as per the international customary law, particularly the doctrine of continuity. The international law, the doctrine of continuity, implies that upheavals and revolutions within a country, changes in government, territorial adjustments, measures taken during military occupation, or other internal transformations do not negate the existence of the country, do not affect the legal personality and international obligations of the country or state. The Vienna Convention on Succession of States in respect of treaties, 1978, addresses these principles of the doctrine of continuity as it outlines international law during situation of state succession or continuation. International law recognizes a state's legal personality by recognizing its identity. This perspective extends even during the period when the given state or country is annexed or occupied by a foreign power. Even in such cases, the legal personality of the state is considered to persist, enabling its subsequent re-establishment. Historical examples dating back to the 18th century include cases like Portugal and Genoa that were re-established after the Vienna Congress of 1815. More recent examples include countries such as Poland, Ethiopia, Czechoslovakia, Albania, and Austria that were re-established after World War II. Even when a nation is deprived of its territory, the nation continues to exist. Its sovereignty and international legal personality continues to persist. The Dalai Lama, as the spiritual and temporal leader of Tibet, exemplifies this principle. In 1959, the Dalai Lama was exiled and forced to flee. Despite the challenges faced, the Dalai Lama continues to advocate for the preservation of Tibetan culture and garners worldwide support for Tibetan autonomy on the global stage. Similarly, from 1309 to 1376, the Pope of Catholicism had been in exile in Avignon. Despite this, he was recognized as the head of state as well as head of the church and given full privileges of the position after their return to Rome. Even in 1861, much of the papal territories had been lost, leaving the Pope with no sovereign territory other than the papal residence and related buildings. Yet his temporal powers were still acknowledged. He was recognized as a head of state, and later, the Lateran Treaty of 1929 formally re-established papal sovereignty over the Vatican City. The Sovereign Order of Malta further exemplifies this principle, retaining international recognition as a sovereign entity despite the permanent loss of their territory upon Napoleon's invasion in June 1798. Despite such permanent loss of territory, the sovereignty and the international legal personality of the Sovereign Order of Malta continue to persist. Much later in 1894, the order settled in Rome and acquired two properties, the Magistral Palace and the Magistral Villa that received extraterritorial status. Today, the order maintains diplomatic relations with 112 countries, issues its own diplomatic passports, currency, stamps, and vehicle registration plates, and has been granted observer status in the United Nations. All these examples of state re-establishment illustrate the principle of continuity of states, as per international law, that a state's legal personality persists over time. A nation continues to exist even after a complete loss of territory. A far more striking example is of the oceanic countries, which are under the threat of their entire nation being drowned and submerged due to rising sea levels owing to global warming. In response to such existential threat of climate change, Pacific Island nations, including Tuvalu, have enacted constitutional amendments and made international declarations affirming that their nation and their sovereign rights will continue to persist, despite their entire territory being lost to the sea. This proactive stance is highlighted in the Constitution of Tuvalu Act 2023 and the Pacific Islands Forum Declaration of 2021. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, BHAGAVAN Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva, through the line of succession is the present 203rd Emperor of the Hindu Sovereign Kingdom of Surangi Samrajya. He was crowned on the 31st of December 2004 at the age of 26. Thus, by very same principles of the doctrine of continuity, through which the international legal personality of Portugal, Genoa, Poland, Ethiopia, Czechoslovakia, Albania, Austria, Vatican, Tibet, Sovereign Order of Malta, and several other nations has been recognized despite having undergone a period of exile, annexation, occupation by a foreign power, or despite loss of territory. The SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam, through well-established legal and historical facts about the Hindu sovereign state of the Surangi Samrajyam, derives all sovereign rights and powers of the royal lineage of the Surangi Samrajyam as its 203rd sovereign emperor, from his inheritance and continuation of the unbroken succession of the kingdom of Surya Vamsa Surangi Samrajyam Sarvanapitha. Surya Vamsa Surangi Samrajyam, through unification with 20 other sovereign Hindu states and sovereign ecclesiastical, historical entities, became part of the United States of Kailasa, which thus became a sovereign, independent juridical state, with the SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam as the sovereign. Just as how the oceanic nations like Tuvalu have safeguarded their sovereignty from the existential threat of total submersion by amending their constitution and asserting that their sovereignty will persist regardless of the loss of their territory, Kailasa, which is a sovereign continuation of 21 sovereign Hindu states and sovereign ecclesiastical historical entities, is also reviving and continuing the Kumari Kandam Hindu nations that got submerged. As per the doctrine of continuity, these facts imply that the Kailasa's statehood is recognized by international law and manifests as a natural outcome of well-established historical legal facts. Share your time, talent, and treasure. Become part of Kailasa. Sign up as an e-citizen https.
Yes. And as we celebrate this sacred occasion of Nithyanandotsavam, of the Avatar Dinotsavam, we now move to honor the extraordinary individuals whose lives and contributions resonate deeply with Kailasa's enlightened mission. The Kailasa Om Awards is the highest honor conferred by Kailasa. It is bestowed upon individuals, distinguished individuals from diverse fields, leaders, visionaries, healers, humanitarian artists, and change makers whose dedicated efforts have advanced global harmony, coexistence, and conscious livings. And hailing from different nations, cultures, and traditions, these awardees are united by a shared commitment to building a better world, one that is rooted in compassion, responsibility, and higher consciousness. Each recipient exemplifies the core values upheld by Kailasa: non-violence, inclusivity, dignity for all beings, gender equality, and the inalienable right to live a spiritual, fulfilling life. Kailasa's Om awardees are awarded the Kailasa Om Awards as part of the package. They become members of the Lok Sabha, which is one of Kailasa's Hindu parliament, the think tank of Hinduism, and also as part of the United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Nations. So the Lok Sabha of Kailasa serves as the intellectual and the strategic arm of the Hindu parliament, comprising visionary Hindu leaders, scholars, thought leaders who contribute to the revival, the protection, and the evolution of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. And as part of the think tank of Hinduism, it provides policy recommendations, intellectual discourses, and strategic direction for governance of Hindus worldwide. So the awardees, the Kailasa Om awardees, become part of Kailasa's Lok Sabha as part of the package. And the United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Nations is an intergovernmental organization representing over 160 indigenous member nations and communities worldwide. And to learn more about the UAN, where Kailasa is a founding member, let us now watch this short video on the UAN.
Established since 2002 in the United States of America, the United Ancient Nations is an intergovernmental organization currently made up of 160+ members and indigenous nations. The UAN and its work are guided by the purposes and principles contained in its founding charter. The UAN is a manifestation of the profound connection amongst indigenous peoples across the world, including African, Andean, American, European, Caribbean, Oceanic, and Asian regions, rooted in shared wisdom, sustainable practices, and deep reverence for the earth. The United Ancient Nations serves as an international cultural and diplomatic organization focused on uniting indigenous cultures globally. Our governance structure is council-based without territorial claims, led by a collective leadership through our General Secretariat. As a non-state entity with UN-style advocacy, we focus on several key areas: cultural and digital heritage preservation, indigenous diplomacy, revival of indigenous knowledge systems to solve humanity's problems, global peace, environmental preservation, health and wellness, sustained economic development, indigenous and cultural tourism. While the UAN represents numerous indigenous cultures, the United States of Kailasa serves as the first indigenous nation specifically for Hindus. Kailasa's mission is focused on the revival of the ancient enlightened Sanatana Hindu civilization with a formal governance structure including a head of state, ministers, and ambassadors. Under the leadership of SPH, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, BHAGAVAN Nithyananda Paramashivam, Kailasa has achieved political statehood. The United States of Kailasa is the main sponsor of the proposed UAN headquarters. This initiative would bring forth an estimated $100 million in revenue for the host country through summits, conferences, tourism, and development projects. The proposed UAN headquarters would represent the world's indigenous nations and peoples through its architectural design. It would blend the best of all worlds, featuring top modern architecture, the highest green building standards, and ancient Vastu architectural principles. This headquarters would serve as a central hub for indigenous diplomacy, cultural preservation, and collaborative efforts towards sustainable development and global peace. Through this initiative, we aim to create a dignified platform for indigenous leadership rooted in ancestral wisdom, cultural legitimacy, and collaborative innovation, enhancing global dialogue and regional stability. The establishment of the UAN headquarters would position a host country at the forefront of a global movement promoting indigenous wisdom while creating significant economic opportunities for the nation and its people.
And now, we now move to the most awaited part of the ceremony, which is the conferring of the awards. And the first award that is being presented is the Kailasa Mitra Award, which is conferred upon distinguished individuals who have established long-lasting friendship with Kailasa. And today we have Miss Rosario Garcia with us from the Honduras. Miss Rosario is a dedicated indigenous rights advocate and a leader within the organization Nacional Indígena Lenca de Honduras, the national organization established to protect the constitutional, cultural, and territorial rights of the Lenca people across Honduras. And under her leadership, the ONILH has advanced critical advocacy efforts to defend ancestral lands, preserve cultural heritage, and strengthen community participation in political and environmental decision making. And their work emphasizes the intrinsic connection between land, culture, and identity, contributing to the empowerment of the indigenous peoples and the protection of biodiversity. And with this, we would like to invite Ms. Lenca to share a few words.
Yes, ma, excuse me, this is not her picture. I will share her picture in the chat because it's another person. So.
Buenas noches. Sí, soy Rosario García Rodas, coordinadora de la Mesa Unidad del Pueblo Indígena Lenca de Honduras. Es un honor para mí el ser invitada y estar participando en esta reunión. Agradecerles de parte de mi pueblo Lenca de Honduras por participar y ser parte de esta gran comunidad donde nuestros pueblos viven y pertenecen en un territorio indígena. Mil gracias por la invitación, gracias por el reconocimiento. Lastimosamente no puedo hablar su idioma, pero pienso que hay un traductor y decirles gracias, mil gracias, y de parte de mi pueblo un fuerte abrazo a la distancia.
She's Rosario Garcia Rodas from the community Lenca from Honduras, and she is she's sharing, she's being honored to be here. She's sending to us thousands and thousands of thanks because she feels proud to be part of that. The people, indigenous people of the world who is still living in their territories. So she's feeling so fulfilled to be part of KAILASA community also, as because we have that much in common and we are like fighting for same rights. So she was repeating that she is being so grateful and honored. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's a great pleasure to be awarding these KAILASA Om Awards upon you. And thank you so much for all the hard work that you are doing to revive the indigenous culture in your community. And we are very glad to be having you as a member of the United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Nation. Thank you so much once again. And the next...
Are we audible?
Yes.
Puede ser que haga una falla técnica en este momento. Estoy Baptiste. Are we audible?
Yes, and now the next Om Awards, the next award that we are conferring is the KAILASA Nithyananda Global Peace Award, which is conferred upon individuals who significantly contribute towards peacekeeping.
Are we there?
Yes. And now the next And now the next award that we are conferring in the Kailasa Nityananda Peace Award, and we would like to confer this award to Pandit Shri Brahmanyana Bhatt. And in the year 1998, Panditji moved to Perth and started his services as chief priest in Perth, and which is a Hindu temple in Canning Vale. And he served with the temple with all his dedication for 6 long years. And in 2005, Bhattji started serving as a Vedic Pandit for the Vedic training and the cultural services. And today, we are very honored to be conferring this award upon him. And we would like to invite you, Panditji, if you would like to please share a few words.
निहितं गुहायां बिभ्राजते तद्व्यतयो विशन्ति वेदान्तविज्ञानसुनिश्चितार्ताः सन्न्यासयोगा यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः ते ब्रह्मलोके तु परान्तकाले परामृतात् परिमुच्यन्ति सर्वे दक्रं विपापं परमेष्मभूतं यः पुण्डरीकं पुरमद्य सद्गृस्तम् तत्राविदक्रं गगनं विशोकस्तस्मिन् यदन्तस्तदुपासितव्यम् यो वेदादौ स्वरप्रोक्तो वेदान्ते च प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रकृतिलीनस्य यः परः स महेश्वरः. Happy birthday, namaskaram to Swami Nithyananda Paramashivam. Thanks for confirming Om Award. I am sincerely very grateful for this recognition of my work. Dhanyavad Swamiji. Namaste. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Thank you so much, Panditji. We are very honored to be conferring the Kailasa Om Awards upon you. It's a great pleasure. And thank you so much for all the hard work you're doing for reviving, sustaining, and spreading Sanatana Hindu Dharma in Australia. And now we would like to confer the next award to Pandit Durga Prasad Matoria from Netherlands. And Panditji is the chairman of Sai Mandir in Den Haag in the Netherlands. And yes, and he has enriched many lives in the Netherlands through sevas and dharmically standing as a pillar of Hinduism. He maintains the Sai Baba Mandir in the Netherlands, where all people from all walks of life come and get the darshan and annadan, which is the free, the food blessed. And he is also among those who upholds Hindu Dharma, and he believes that the young generation should also be taught the rituals, the Vedic rituals, the Hindu rituals, so that in the future Sanatana Hindu Dharma will blossom more. And he is known to be all-inclusive in his services. And now we would like to invite Panditji to please share a few words. Yes, you can unmute yourself and you can share. Okay, I think Pandit Durgaji is having some technical issue. So until he is ready to unmute and speak a few words, let us move to the next awardee, which is Pandit Shri Dev Prasad from Trinidad and Tobago. And we are very honored to be conferring this award under to Panditji for the Kailasa Om Awards. And Panditji is a guiding spiritual leader of the Sri Shiva Shankar and Mandir in Trinidad and Tobago. And with decades of devoted service, he is widely respected for his wisdom, compassion, and his unwavering commitment to preserving and nurturing the dharmic traditions. And grounded in the principles of unity, selfless service, and spiritual upliftment, his leadership ensures that the Mandir remains both as a sacred place of worship and as a dynamic center for community life. And with this, we would like to invite Panditji to please share a few words.
Jai Shri Ram. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Jai Shri Ram. Nithyananda. I'd like to say indeed today, Jai Bhagavan, many thanks. My humble pranams, koti pranams to the lotus-like feet of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramamshivam. Indeed, I am most delighted, very happy to be a part of this 49th Jayanti celebrations. Blessings, Bhagavan Kripa, blessings to each and every one of you. And today, I give many thanks to Bhagavan for this wonderful nomination to be nominated for this award. So with gratitude and humility, I receive this nomination. Indeed, I accept this with the blessings of Bhagavan. A beautiful prayer, a beautiful mantra that I share on this occasion. Jarapi nata bahu abagun namore, sevaka prabhuhi pare jane bhore, nata jiva tava maya moha, so nistri tumari choha. Hanuman Baba, in the Holy Ramayana, he said it there. He said it clearly that my Lord, although my faults, my shortcomings, my imperfections are many, let not your sevak, your servant, be cast away. O Master, indeed, overwhelmed by the force of Maya and illusionary power, O Lord, the soul becomes deluded. However, it is only freed from the entanglements of your illusionary power by your grace. And devotees, today, indeed, I want to tell you that with gratitude and of course with the grace of Bhagavan, I am so humbled to receive this nomination. Remember, everything happens only through the grace of Bhagavan. So, indeed, kripa se or karma ke phal se, let us all be thankful, let us be humble, let us be prayerful and cheerful.
Bien.
May Bhagavan blessings be with us all.
Lo que dice el
Swastik
poema que él
Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu, Mangalam Garutaja, Mangalam Pundarikaksha, Mangalam Sanatana Hari. Bolo Satya Sanatan Dharma ki Jai. Today, again, thank you so much. Bhagwan's blessings. And I, Pandit Dev Rampasad, from Trinidad and Tobago, indeed, I am very happy, most privileged, and I will continue to do the great work for Sanatana Dharma. Satya Sanatana Dharma ki Jai.
Thank you so much, Panditji. It's a great pleasure to be conferring the Kailasa Om Awards upon you, and thank you so much for all the work that you're doing to uphold Dharma, to spread Sanatana Hindu Dharma, and to teach Dharma in your country to the young generations as well. Thank you so much, and again, it's a great pleasure to be conferring the Kailasa Om Awards upon you. And now we have our next awardee, Mr. Thank you, Panditji. Our next awardee, Mr. Tirso Tek from the United States, from Los Angeles, the United States. And he is a self-made engineer and a designer in the food service and the construction industries with more than 5 decades of experience living and working in the US. And he's originally from Mexico, and he actually grew up in the jungles of Yucatan. And so through perseverance and leadership, he rose to serve as president and the CEO of multiple companies. And he's also served in multiple ways to the community. And he's part of multiple organizations such as the Kiwanis International. He served as a former board member of the Pomona Valley Workshop supporting employment for individuals with intellectual disabilities, and also membership on the advisory board of the Claremont School District until 2019. And he's also an active member of the Our Lady of the Assumption Church, serving as a leader and as a minister, worship council member, and Knight of Columbus. And he's also served as a proud veteran of the United States Marine Corps. And with this, we would like to invite Mr. Tech to please share a few words.
We recognize and me on the pedestal as something that could be, but he's not accepted. I like to respect the staff and continue to teach. I am very honored, humble to receive award for recognition. And I want to thank everyone in the Hindu community, in the United States. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Tech, for joining us and for all the good work that you're doing to the community. It's a pleasure to be conferring the Kailasa Om Awards upon you. And now our last but not least awardee for today is Miss Jacqueline Kehler from the United States. And at the Helen Woodward Animal Center, Miss Kehler leads technology-driven initiatives that support operations, security, and organizational efficiency. And she's also played a key role in supporting the organization's recognition as an ECOSOC accredited NGO at the United Nations, and serves as an ambassador representing Helen Woodward Animal Center in global forums. And Ms. Kehler has helped launch an animal fan club as well. And her work focuses on advancing animal welfare, humane education, sustainability, and community-based solutions on an international stage. And with this, we would like to invite Ms. Kehler to please share a few words.
Thank you so much. I'm deeply honored and humbled to be nominated for a KAILASA Om Award. I extend my sincere gratitude to the award and to those who took time to nominate me and recognize me and honor at Helen Woodward Animal Center. This acknowledgement is especially meaningful because it celebrates values that transcend borders, beliefs, backgrounds. When it comes to service, compassion, integrity, commitment to uplifting humanity. This award resonates really deeply with me because it honors the service that both uplifts people and animals. My work at Woodward Animal Center, national partnerships such as the animal program we have in India in coordination with our friends at USATA. All of this has been guided by the belief that compassion for animals and for humans is a powerful force for change. I accept this recognition with humility and gratitude, and I see it not as a competition, but as to continue the good work in this space, and I deeply honored that this award. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Kehler, for all the good work that you're doing towards, for the rights of animals and supporting animals. It's a great pleasure to be conferring the Kailasa Om Awards upon you. And thank you so much for driving all the way to Kailasa, Los Angeles to receive this award in person. And I hope that, you've had a wonderful time at the Kailasa, Los Angeles, and where we are having a grand celebration of the Avatar Dinotsavam of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. So With this, now we come to the conclusion of the Kailasa Om Award ceremony. Tune in again tomorrow. We'll be awarding more individuals from various walks of life. We are continuing the celebrations of the Avatar Dinotsavam of the Nithyanandotsavam till January 26. And now let us be in a meditative state to welcome the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, who will be joining us shortly and blessing us, and we'll be hearing directly from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism the message of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to humanity on this auspicious day of the Avatar Dinotsavam. So with this, let us please tune in and yes, now let us enter into a meditative state and welcome the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Thank you, Nithyanandam.
ஈசன் முக்தி நெறி அருளவே நித்யனாய் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தார். வெற்றிக்கு